how you gonna do your fuel plumbing?
Well,
I saw there you got a banjo fitting on that one.
This is
You're just gonna run this into that and just take the key off.
If this will fit in the other carburetor, I'll take his dash 6 and put it in the other carburetor, and then take from here over and down to here off, and then this will plumb directly into the carburetor, and it should stay about the same area. So.
Can I have your old banjo fitting? Out of that carburetor? I'll give you $1.
It's fine. It's just Johnny, so I've got to get a different one whenever I go to give it back to him.
Oh,
so
shit, never mind.
Banjo fitting, because you'll need it.
Oh, well, what I'm thinking is, like, I can put the double pumper on my truck.
Yeah. Just, if you would, like, whenever you do that one, buy another one later, and then I'll put that one back on that car when I go to give it to him.
Okay.
And then he'll never know.
Okay.
Not the recommended way of taking this off, but you'll do what you gotta do.
Dude, does it work?
Yeah.
You should have taken it off up here.
Yeah, it's kind of stuck in there. That's the reason why I didn't.
Okay, because it's probably not going to work now.
Oh no, it's been through 2 or 3 intakes. It'll be fine.
Twisting it up like that?
Yeah.
And that's about to break off the... Okay. Dude, I would lift up. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
now it's a plug.
We're not running a temperature gauge anymore.
Well, you need to borrow one? I got a spare.
Something worth a damn. I could read that a lot better. Yeah.
There you go.
So how do I... Does that have the adapter thing you need it?
You can screw it to the dashboard. Oh, that? Ooh. I might have one.
It survived so much. It survived being caught. I caught the car on fire. The wires burned, and it still worked.
Will that work?
I'm not sure with the new intake. We'd have to check.
Oh.
You have Allen keys?
Yeah. Top middle drawer. Take your pick. Top middle drawer.
Oh.
Nice.
The question is, do I want to run this on the driver's side or the passenger side? I'd say the driver's side. What do you think?
You got it on the passenger side right now, but I guess it doesn't matter because it's broke.
That was the only port for it on that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. It's got 2 ports on it. You want to not do that on top of the water?
Yeah.
Like tailgate, or no, there's no tailgate.
Cardboard.
There you go.
So I don't break anything, hopefully. Brushed a little silicone on these last night and put them in because I didn't know which port I would use. And I wanted them to seal good.
Oh. Now will it fit the hooey with it? Oh, just happened to have the right fitting.
Yay. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah.
How much do I owe you?
Nothing.
Alright. I didn't think about that. I don't think about much, honestly.
That's better. It's for the better. It's for the best. Look at it.
You what?
Best $100 ever. I love it. Dude, that'll fit with the hood on it too.
Like if you just wanted to borrow it, you could borrow it.
Oh no, I'll buy that off you. I never want to give it up.
I never want to give it up.
I never want to get rid of that. That is badass. God, that's angry.
God, that's angry.
That is awesome. Now it's a real race truck. There it goes. There she goes. There it is.
It's down here. Shut the suction down on there. Alright, now if you'll grab that side, grab this side, distribute it right here. So, shut this down. Oh no. Oh no. What is down in there? Oh god.
No, it's not bad, but it's still like
That thing weighs like 30, 40 pounds. Why would that do more?
You got it? I'm just in an awkward position.
Yeah, that's why I wanted your help with it.
So what's the studs in here for?
The what? Oh, the studs?
Yeah. I've never seen that before.
Check this out. So I'm going to explain it to you the way the best machinist on earth explained it to me.
Ronnie?
Yeah. I like Ronnie a lot.
I do too.
Anyway. So these things are, I don't remember what he called them, but I'm going to call them snorkels.
Okay.
And basically what those do is when if the valve cover was off, I could actually show the audience, but if any of you know the architecture of a head, you know that there's oiling ports up in behind where my finger's at. That oil is supposed to come down through here and oil the lifters, the hydraulic lifters. That's what makes them hydraulic, is this oil coming down and it inflates it. Anyway, so this snorkel, these holes are here for air, and what happens is on a regular motor, when you don't have to have high performance shit, it comes down here, it pulls up there, and then when there's too much, it goes down the air hole. So these basically just prevent the oil from going down these air holes, hitting the top of the crank and creating windage. It forces more oil into these, making them better reliability wise because they'll last longer and makes them stiffer. And then the oil from these goes down onto the cam, so it being that way improves its
reliability. It basically keeps the gas.
It makes it last longer.
And the air where the air is supposed to be.
Yeah, and it makes it last longer. I mean, like as long as a race motor can last. But that block had those in it, and that's why he traded me out of my 4-bolt main block and gave me this one, because it was already drilled, tapped, and made for these, and it already had them in it. And
that's
then
what he had to do.
Yeah, and he said, "Do you want 40 over or 30 over?" I said, "Well, I don't really care." He said, "Well, the guy that I'm building a motor for cares, so I'll trade you your block, and then he can put his 30 over pistons back in his block, and then we'll just order you 40 over pistons, and you can have this block." I was like, "What's cool about this block?" And then he explained that.
That's cool. That is really cool. I never seen that before.
Yeah.
Something new every day.
I didn't know anything about it. I was like, "Ronnie, what the hell's that?" And then he explained why he was trading me that.
Very cool.
So, yeah, that's the long and the short of it, I guess. I mean, I probably could have explained that 1,000 different ways, but I chose the shittiest way to do it.
It's the long and the hairy of it.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I used to work on cars for like my friends and shit, for like a little bit of money on the side. And my buddy Tiny, not a small dude, and he came over to the house one day, and I think I was putting an O2 sensor on his car. And no joke, found a butter knife wedged between like the exhaust man or the catalytic converter in the frame. Like it wasn't like it was put there on purpose. Like it fell out of something and got stuck. I'm like, "Tiny, why do you have a butter knife underneath your car?" And he said something like, "Man, when you got to make a sandwich, you got to have a butter knife." Something like that. He's probably gonna watch that video and like say, "No, it didn't happen like that," because I really don't remember. That's fucking. But dude, I was about to say, dude, you're spinning it backwards, but wait, you are spinning it backwards.
I was.
I thought he was just looking through the lens or something.
No, my dad was in the Navy, and he was a bosun mate.
A what?
A bosun mate for a little while.
I don't know what that is.
It basically just means like how you're a maintenance guy.
Mm-hmm.
What do they call the entry level maintenance buck?
PM Tech.
Okay, he was that.
Okay.
For a while. I mean, he went to the electronics school and he was really good. He missed the test by like 1 point, and their shit on the test is fucking hard. But Dad could have had pretty much a pick of any of the other positions that he wanted. He chose bosun mate because he would be able to do the most that way. Well, brass cross threads almost as quick as aluminum. Yeah, just turn it backwards until you hear the click and feel the fitting drop, and then it's in the actual thread that it needs to be, and then start it. So that's why I turned it backwards.
That's like, I don't like using...
My dad told me that when I was fucking 7.
That's awesome. It stuck with you. That's awesome.
I remember that to this day.
No, that's a great lesson.
I did that on something that he and I were both working on. And he goes, who taught you to do that? I said, you? When I was 7? He said, oh, hey, go me. And go you.
Go you for remembering it.
Yeah.
You had a good story. I was intrigued. I was sucked into it.
Actually listening to that. I almost set this on top of the battery. That would have been a poor decision.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Says the electrician.
So we used to live next to this big parking lot.
Yeah.
And like people would break down in it all the time, and like I'd go over there and help them sometimes if I was bored.
When I was bored.
But there was one day, I think my dad told me this story. I don't think I was actually there for this. But somebody's car died and they needed a jump. And Dad went over there to help them, and he said, "Hey, do you guys need help or anything? You need a jump? Like I can bring a car over and we can jump you off." He's like, "No, I got it." And he got in the back seat of his car and dug around and found a car battery. Came up, turned it upside down, stuck it on the terminals, and said, "Hit it."
Fucking hell. What do you got on yours, Bob?
Oh, Edelcock. Those got to be expensive. What were you asking me?
Oh, what intake do you like? What carburetor do you like? Like, I obviously have had 4 Edelbrocks on this thing, and 4 Hollies. Well, I guess 5 Hollies on 4 Edelbrocks.
God. I always grew up Edelbrock everything. Like we were all about some Edelbrock. But we built a lot of off-road vehicles. Yeah. And that's why we liked them, because we were more working on the suspension. I didn't really learn a lot about carburetors until high school, I guess. And that's what's great about Edelbrocks. You just pull them out of the box, slap them on the intake manifold, and a few little adjustments and you're good to go.
Yeah.
But now that I'm getting into more racing, into like tuning and stuff, I'm liking the Hollies. I'm definitely liking the Hollies. You have so much more control over everything.
Yeah.
Intake manifolds, I know Edelbrock's been making them for years. But I've got a Holly. I got a big Holly on this one.
Oh, big Holly intake?
Yep. Holly Strip Dominator? Strip or Street Dominator?
Sharp stud.
I think I threw it in the box. So I'm anxious to see how that thing's going to do down the track. It's my first Holly intake manifold.
Yeah.
Holly and Edelbrock. Or Holly intake, Holly carb.
What I read for that thing said that nighttime was lackluster.
Well, we can get a light for it if we start doing a lot of this. You set your stuff on it, said, "Now you have conquered the Ottoman Empire."
I don't do that. No, I have not done that yet. Now we get the schmoo. Need a rag.
Oh, applicating the schmoo.
So used to welding that I actually started doing that.
You start trying to lay dimes?
Yeah.
God, it's cold. My nuts are froze to the side of your car.
Okay. Sure. I'll go with that.
Do you go around your, what's blue light? Black light. Do you go around your first water jackets? Ah.
Yeah, I go around
Yes,
all
you
of
do.
them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I used to do that all the time. I really did, until Kyle's dad, Jimmy, was just like, "No, just go around those. Like, you don't have to go around the whole thing." Do you use the front and back rubber seals?
What do you mean?
The ones that go like where you put the majority of the schmoo?
What do you mean?
Did you not know there was those? You didn't?
I've always put the schmoo.
Oh my God, I use schmoo and... Yeah, I don't lay it on there like that. Like, I just put it in the corners and then use that rubber gasket. But, hey, it works, I see. God, it's cold.
I've just done this ever since the 307, so I even did it on the 305 on that K10 that I had.
We got 2 minutes and this thing's gonna die. If the battery dies, does it save?
I want to say yes, but I don't remember. You're gonna have to play 2001: A Space Odyssey when the intake manifold goes down on it.